Young people across the globe are fueled by a desire for change. Today, we travel the world, visit new places, and create change together. Join us for We Day Connect. We Charity is an organization with one mission: to provide the tools and resources that make doing good doable. And through the We Schools program, every student is prepared to create change in their communities and worldwide. And while one person can change the world, imagine what we could achieve if we all came together. If borders didn't hold us back, if we could speak to one another and learn about different cultures and issues. Together, we will break down those barriers. We take action and join a global movement. Today, we make a choice to stand up and be counted, a choice to learn, share, and create worldwide change. This is We Day Connect.
Hey everyone, welcome to We Day Connect. My name is Keisha Shante and I'll be your host for the day. I've hosted We Day live events in the past and I've seen the passion and excitement young people like you share, the passion to change the world for the better. And it's my privilege to help connect all of you today across borders and oceans, united in the commitment to do good. For those of you who have watched We Day Connect in the past, welcome back. And for those of you who are watching for the very first time, thank you for joining us. We Day Connect is all about students, educators, and community groups from around the world joining the conversation on doing good. Our goal today is to break down the barriers that separate us and show how we can make an impact together. And I know many of you may just be learning about We Charity, so let me get you up to speed. We Charity was started over 20 years ago by a 12-year-old boy named Craig Kielberger. He was inspired after learning about the story of Iqbal Masih, a young child slave in Pakistan who was killed for speaking out. Craig decided to carry on his fight and end child labor worldwide. And since that day, We Charity has kept growing. The goal of We Charity has continued to evolve, and it's thanks to young people in school groups just like you. Now, We Charity empowers youth to create positive change, both globally and locally, through programs like We Schools. These programs provide the tools and resources young people and educators need to discover service learning, transform their communities, and better the world. We Schools feature different campaigns, tools, and resources that can be used in classrooms just like yours to take action year-round. You can find all the resources in the Handouts tab on the chat window and download everything you need to continue focusing on important issues such as poverty, sustainability, bullying, and more. Now let's take a look at the impact of We Schools.
We think the world needs your students. Actually, we know it does.
We've seen through our network of 3.8 million youth that when young people take action together, it can change the headlines on some of our planet's most pressing issues.
We Schools empowers young people to take meaningful action and become active local and global citizens. We celebrate these actions and achievements through our signature event, We Day. Through the We Schools program and with the support of their teachers, young people gain the skills to succeed academically, in the workplace, and as active citizens. 82% of We Schools students value their education more than they used to. 89% of disconnected students are now motivated to go to college or university. And 81% of alumni share that We Schools help them identify their career goals. To ensure any school can get involved, We Schools provides one-on-one programming support, educational resources, and digital learning tools, now empowering a network of over 10,000 schools and groups. We believe that all young people can make a world of difference, and we're counting on you to guide them along the way.
Over the next hour, we'll hear from 5 groups from around the world who are all participating in We Schools. Our hope is that their stories inspire you to join We Schools too. And by using the live chat, you can also connect and talk with kids all over the world about making a difference. And after the show, I want everyone watching to head over to we.org/weschools. Sign up to join the program and get all the resources you need. And even if you're already a We School, we want to hear from you and what you thought of today's program. So at the end of the show, fill out our survey by clicking the tab on the webcast window to share your feedback. We Day Connect is all about making you feel inspired and energized to start your next big campaign. Now, I think it's the perfect time to connect with some of the schools joining us all around the world with Skype. So let's welcome to the show West Virginia, United States, Washington, United States, Texas, United States, Queensland, Australia, and Cairo, Egypt. Thanks to all of you for joining us in our celebration. I can't wait to chat with each of you later on in the show. Now, I think it's time to kick off We Day Connect by crashing one of our amazing viewing parties at Federal Way Performing Arts in Washington, United States. What's it like over there, Mark?
To fly.
Invisibility. Flight.
Teleportation.
LGBTQ plus rights.
Cancer.
Animal conservation.
Mental health awareness.
Childhood cancer.
Harriet Tubman.
Michelle Obama.
Malcolm X.
Charlize Theron right now.
Using my voice.
I always love to give money to my church or other churches around.
Going to the food bank with my mom and getting to help out.
Make sure I donate as much as I can to charities that I know the clothes or whatever it may be are actually going to people directly.
I really do love hospital visits.
Research a cause they care about.
Go on social media and compliment someone, make their day.
Begin communicating with your friends or your family and trying to kind of focus in on that one thing that you're really passionate about, and then speak to others, brainstorm, get some ideas as to how you can execute it.
They can find something that they really believe in, that they want to change, and raise their voice as loud as they can.
My best friends, Dave and Alex.
I would say my mom or my sister.
My dad.
My family.
And now we have Mark over at Federal Way. Okay, what's it like over there, Mark?
All right, thank you so much. Amazing, thank you so much. Kesha, we are live here at Federal Way Parks. It's incredible to have everyone on the show, and thank you for joining us. For all those of you tuning online, we're going to be playing a bit of a quick game here in a couple moments, so please tune in on the chat. And so if you can, please we're going to have our first contestant, you just stand up, and please introduce yourself and just say your name.
Hi, my name is Lisbeth, and I'm from Woodmont, K8.
Amazing. And so I'm going to be asking Elizabeth 2 true and false questions, and then we're going to be joining another contestant here in a couple moments. And so the first question for you is, We Schools has 13 unique campaigns, all touching on different causes and issues. Is that true, or is that false?
True.
Absolutely, the answer is true. Can we give her a quick round of applause? Woo! Amazing. Thank you so much. All right. Second question. Our second question is, so through We Schools programming, young people have volunteered over 20 million hours. What do you think?
True.
The answer actually is false, because young people have volunteered over 40 million hours for volunteering around the world. Woo! Thank you so much. All right, do I have my next contestant? Is it right here? Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Stand up, please. And what's your name and what school do you go to?
My name's Mary Cruz, and I'm from Royal High School.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mary Cruz. Amazing. And so I have 2 multiple choice questions for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So, how many people have gained access to clean water and sanitation through We Villages? Is it A, 500,000? Is it B, 200,000? Is it C, 50,000? Or is it D, 1 million? What do you think?
D?
D is absolutely correct. Woo! Through We Villages, over 1 million people have gained access to clean water and sanitation. That's actually 1 million people's lives changed for the better. Now I have one more final question for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Amazing. And so it's a bit of a tricky question. And so it's from a past We Day performance. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to read a very quick quote, and then you are just going to choose which one you think is the most correct. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so the question is, or the quote is, the most powerful weapon you have is your voice. The most powerful weapon you have is your voice. Who do you think said this? A, Malala Yousafzai? Is it B, Lily Singh? Is it C, Selena Gomez? Or is it D, Lily Collins? What do you think?
A?
A, Malala is correct. Woo! Amazing, thank you so much. You can sit back down. So, it's pretty clear. The young people in this audience definitely know a lot about the We movement, and if you want to learn more about how you can stay involved, how you can take action to make this world a better place, please stay tuned throughout the We Connect broadcast. We have some incredible things for you in store. Back to you, Keisha. Thank you so much.
Aw, thanks, Mark, for sharing such a fun viewing party with all of us. What an amazing group of students you guys are. Now, a little while ago, some of our favorite We friends took some time to answer a couple fun lightning round questions all about their favorite ways to make a change. And I want to hear what they had to say and what you have to say too. So play along with us and share your answers in the chat. Now, let's take a look.
To fly.
Invisibility.
Flight.
Teleportation.
LGBTQ plus rights.
Cancer.
Animal conservation.
Mental health awareness.
Childhood cancer.
Harriet Tubman.
Michelle Obama.
Malcolm X.
Charlize Theron right now.
Using my voice.
I always love to give money to my church or other churches around.
Going to the food bank with my mom and getting the help out.
Make sure I donate as much as I can to charities that I know the clothes or whatever it may be are actually going to people directly.
I really do love hospital visits.
Research a cause they care about.
Go on social media and compliment someone, make their day.
Begin communicating with your friends or your family and trying to kind of focus in on that one thing that you're really passionate about, and then speak to others, brainstorm, get some ideas as to how you can execute it.
They can find something that they really believe in, that they want to change, and raise their voice as loud as they can.
My best friends, Dave and Alex.
I would say my mom or my sister.
My dad.
My family.
Walgreens knows that at the heart of every community, there are unsung heroes, our teachers. That's why they've partnered with We to develop We Teachers, a program that provides free tools and resources to teachers nationwide, access to an online teacher community, and modules and curriculum on critical social issues. Teachers can even be nominated to receive awards of $500 for classroom supplies. Let's take a look.
What if teachers were equipped with the tools and resources to address critical social issues, like bullying? What if teachers could inspire social action from their students? What if teachers had the modules to keep that action going into the future? Because at the end of the day, it all comes back to the students. With the support of the We Teachers program, today's teachers are equipped to talk to students about the issues they're facing. Today's teachers see the potential in their students to take everyday lessons to extraordinary heights. We teachers have the resources to improve their skills, lifting their students even higher. We teachers aren't only committed to their students' growth, but committed to their own. Thanks to We Teachers and Walgreens, today's teachers are ready for anything. Better teachers, better students.
Now let's join Amber, who's with an outstanding teacher, Dr. Wood, and her students in Coal City, West Virginia.
I'm here with some students from Independence High School and Raleigh County Schools, and Dr. Wood here, who's making a huge difference for her students. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Dr. Wood, why don't we start by telling us a little bit about yourself and what you enjoy most about being a teacher?
Okay, I've been teaching at Independence High School for 8 years. I currently teach 9th grade Earth Space, 10th grade Biology, 11th grade Environmental Science, and 11th and 12th dual credit Biology. And the thing I like most about teaching science is being able to do real life hands-on experiments with the kids.
Awesome, thank you. And I have Brittany here. Brittany, what do you enjoy most about Dr. Wood's class?
Well, she does a lot of hands-on experiments, so it's mainly just a learning experience all the way around.
Thanks so much. And for those joining us online, put your hands up if you as well enjoy doing science experiments in class. I'm also joined here on my left by Jeremiah, Jordan, and Blake, and they're going to tell you about their favorite science experiments.
I personally favored the genotype lab, where we took pieces of corn and counted the yellow and then the black kernels on it, and then related that to genotypes in humans and how they have brown eyes, brown hair, gray hair, even such like that in human species.
One of my personal favorites was actually one that I did with Blake. It was an experiment about the lynx and the hare, and what it just showed us was how the lynx could affect the hare's population and the hare could affect the lynx in like a cause-effect relationship.
And like Jordan said, we did that experiment together, and it did show us the cause and effect of certain populations growing and others decreasing in an environment. But in that experiment, I'd like to say that Ms. Dr. Wood really helped us. She didn't hold her hand through it, but she guided us very well without giving us too much help.
Thanks for sharing. Dr. Wood, we know you're already doing such a fantastic job as a teacher. How do you feel like the We Teachers program is going to support you and your students in the classroom?
I like the We Teachers program because it focused on lots of student issues like mental health, bullying, diversity, inclusion, things like that. Personally, for Independence High School, we face a lot of student poverty, trauma incidents in their childhood, food instability. So the program, aligns with what I want to do to help my students perfectly.
Well, thanks so much. We're really excited to support you through the We Teachers program here at Independence High School. We also know that you're planning some fantastic initiatives here with your students. Can you tell us about one of them?
Yeah, I'm currently trying to start an agriculture business club with my students. Like I've written several small grants to get a small greenhouse and a rain barrel, and currently attempting to raise funds to get a large high tunnel greenhouse so all of my students could participate and grow nutritious foods, healthy foods, learn how to garden, like real life skills at home.
Well, we're excited to support you in that new endeavor.
Thanks.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, Dr. Wood, and for joining us students here at Independence High School. Your wisdom and your experience and your dedication to your students is really much appreciated. In fact, Walgreens and we teachers want to acknowledge all you do to help better your students here at Independence High. So we have a special surprise for you. Okay. So here we are excited to present you with a $500 We Teachers Award courtesy of Walgreens. Great. We would love to.
Thank you so much.
We would love to learn more about your program and how this is going to help support your students in the classroom.
Thank you so much.
Now, for the educators tuning in, please visit weteachers.org to learn more about the program and how you can also apply to win a We Teachers and Walgreens Award.
Hi everyone, I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I hope you are enjoying We Day Connect. I'm here to recognize one very special educator who's going above and beyond for his students, and that's Ted Meyer from Rendezvous Upper Elementary in Driggs, Idaho. Ted and his We group, made up of students grades 4 and 5, recently finished their We Scare Hunger campaign. They stood outside a grocery store for 9 hours and ended up collecting 1,500 cans of food for their local food shelter. Up next for them is organizing a fundraiser for the We Villages program. Ted, you're a standout educator and an inspiration to everyone around you. Have a great We Day Connect. All the best.
Thank you, Kareem, and congratulations to educator Ted Meyer on all your incredible work with your students. Now, I love a good game of Would You Rather, and so do some of our wee friends, especially when it comes to making a change. But we haven't forgotten about all of you watching. I want you to play along too, so while you watch, put your answers to these fun questions in the chat. Why don't we check out what they had to say?
Dog, allergic to cats.
Dog.
Dog all the way.
Dog, for sure. I'm a dog person.
A dog.
Others.
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 Pampering myself.
Creative outlet.
Creative outlet.
Indulging in a creative outlet, for sure.
Pampering.
Poster.
Leading a chant.
Probably the poster.
Showcasing my poster, for sure.
A chant.
Do one of these. That was so much fun, and what a great way to get some of you and our favorite people and all of you too. Now, before we continue, we want to take a moment to recognize the people and service workers of Australia. The wildfires have ravaged the country for months, but through it all, we've seen examples of courage, resilience, and strength. So We Day Connect, we want you to walk the talk and help the global community once the show is over. Discuss how you can support with your friends, classmates, or core workers. Hold a fundraiser. Take the time to research an organization that is helping the cause and make a tangible difference. Our next story is about two sisters from Brisbane, Australia, who, alongside their friend, decided to use AI for good to help their younger brother, Sean. It's an inspiring story that shines a light on technology as a tool we can use to change the future for the better. Let's watch.
I'm Rebecca. I am 13 this year.
My name is Hannah. I'm in grade 9 this year and I'm 14.
My name is Isabella. I'm in grade 9 this year and I am 14.
We like playing video games and we also like playing wheelchair basketball as we are all very competitive. Sean is very cheeky but very understanding.
He always makes you laugh.
Sean has cerebral palsy. He was born with issues at birth. However, with cerebral palsy comes a whole lot of secondary disabilities. CVI is one of them. His brain has been slightly damaged. The part of his brain which controls his vision also a little bit damaged. So it took almost 6 years for a diagnosis.
The diagnosis took a bit of a long time. I had to go to many appointments, and even now I still have to go to appointments.
This is the main issue with CVI, is that because it's not visible, sometimes we'd go and see an ophthalmologist and they'd say, well, his vision is normal. But then the next time or 2 hours later, we might actually have a completely different result.
He did find it frustrating when he wasn't able to see properly. And he didn't know what to tell us because that was his normal vision.
Microsoft is running a program called AI for Good.
Mr. Legrand was promoting it to all students.
Where we got to build our ideas and bring them from just a simple idea to a full-on concept. It made me happy because I was part of their project and what they were doing.
We called our invention chameleon frames because chameleons are always changing and CVI is also always changing. Our goal is to actually diagnose it because a lot of children go undiagnosed.
My sisters have really shown me that this project that they've made will really help other people around the world.
Through technology, these students have not only helped their little brother, but they've also helped other people from around the world in hopefully diagnosing others with CVI.
My children probably know better about artificial intelligence, robotics, than I will ever know.
What the girls would really love to be able to see is to take it from this concept that they have to get a working prototype.
Almost certain that all of us want to try to get funding for this project so that we can make an actual model.
Just bringing it to life basically. If we bring it to life, we'll be able to help others.
With us now, we have Hannah and Rebecca Lynch, Isabella Ashworth, and their inspiring teacher, Mr. Legrand. These are the minds behind Chameleon Frames. Thank you guys so much for joining us. So you're joining us live from the Sinbo Lynch home right now. What time is it?
It's 4:30 in the morning.
It's insane. Thank you so much for waking up so early to share your story with the world. I'd love to ask you some questions about your project. Isabella, you talked about how your project incorporates artificial intelligence. How would you explain AI to someone who is just learning about it?
If I was to explain it, AI is similar to the brains behind the works. It takes everything that we need to do and simplifies it, does it for us, making our workload a lot less. In our case, we take the information from the database and AI compares it for us, making our life a lot easier.
That's amazing. Hannah, given what you've achieved with Chameleon Frames, what are your thoughts on the role of AI and technology in solving social issues in the future?
AI can really drive innovation, whether it's environmental, humanitarian, or health like Chameleon Frames. I think our generation is going to have to solve many challenging issues, and AI and technology can really help that.
Finally, Rebecca, what is your advice for students on how they can connect a personal inspiration with technology and how they can get started?
I think that if anybody can find something close to them that helps motivate them to finish your idea, it will be easier, because for me, I had a cause really close to me, and therefore we were all able to do this idea, and that was our main motivation to finish it.
Amazing. Thank you, Isabella, Hannah, Rebecca, and Mr. Legrand for sharing your time with us. Now, before we let you guys get back to your very early morning, our friends at Microsoft have a special surprise to share with you. Microsoft is making a grant to get you started and help you with the prototype to make a real difference in people's lives. How does that sound?
Thank you so much.
Yay, awesome. Okay, a huge thank you again to Hannah, Rebecca, Isabella, and Mr. Legrand for joining us live for We Day Connect. There are so many resources out there to help you learn about new technologies, whether it's finding coding tutorials online, learning about the basics of AI, or joining a STEM or STEAM group at your local library. You also still have time to enter the Imagine Cup Junior, Microsoft's AI for Good Challenge, which is taking place right now. And for all of you tuning in online, you can use Tech for Good too. Check out we.org/techforgood to learn how you and your teachers can earn your Tech for Good badge by flexing your digital skills and doing great things in your communities. Now, I heard that another one of our We friends has a special message for a group of amazing changemakers. Let's see what he had to say.
How's it going, We Day Connect? Jay Shetty here, and I want to take a second to shout out to some awesome students in Chicago, Illinois. The students of Chicago Excel South Shore are real heroes for their community. Last Thanksgiving, they worked as a group to make hygiene kits for people experiencing homelessness in their neighborhoods. Together, they changed dozens of lives for the better. South Shore, I want to say a genuine thank you. You've set an amazing example for all of us, proving that small actions can create massive change. Enjoy We Day Connect.
Thanks, Jay, and incredible job to all the students from Chicago Excel Academy, South Shore. All your efforts in making a change in your community definitely doesn't go unnoticed. Now, let's take a look at all the actions you could take to make a change in your community and the world by signing up for one of our We campaigns. Wow, that is a great look at the campaigns you can use to make a difference, especially around the world. And speaking of around the world, in Egypt, an average of 143 billion kilowatt hours of energy are consumed every year. That's a lot of zeros. Due to Egypt's huge reliance on fossil fuels to produce this energy, Cairo has been ranked one of the most polluted cities in the world. Luckily, the students of Haya International Academy are developing a solution to cut their consumption. Let's see what they've got to show us. Hey everyone, I've heard that you have something amazing to share with us. Why don't you tell us how your invention works?
Our energy timer switch is designed to save energy and reduce the user's carbon footprint. And in countries like Egypt, where we still rely heavily on fossil fuels, installing our device would actually considerably reduce the carbon emission. And our project is actually pretty easy to use, and the person using the device would set on their timer the amount of time that they want the device to be on. And after that specific time period is done, then the device will automatically shut down, therefore saving energy.
That's amazing. When you started your invention, what did you have to consider when developing it?
When considering our target audience, we had to make sure that the device would be as easy and as accessible to use as possible. Our goal was to find all the materials locally at affordable pricing, which was quite challenging. Apart from that, we also hope that by advertising our product, we would raise awareness about climate change and about how important it is for us to reduce our carbon footprint.
And what was the process of creating your invention, the timer switch?
First of all, we had to make a list of all the materials that we needed. Then we purchased them while staying in our budget. Our teachers also helped us adapt a simple circuit, which we could use. Everything then had to be wired correctly in its corresponding place to make sure that the product would work successfully. We then used a breadboard, which is a circuit board that doesn't require soldering. This also gave us flexibility and room for trial and error. We then had tested to make sure that everything was working according to plan. After that, we made a box for our product and designed it to make it look presentable for the audience.
Sounds like you all worked so hard. Great job. Now, could you tell us what stage you're at in developing the switch and what's next for you?
So we currently have a working prototype that has been tested on a small LED lamp. And the next step would be to create devices that can be marketed to be used in homes, workplaces, or schools, and to be used on appliances such as air conditioners, heaters, light bulbs, chargers. The possibilities are endless. And we are also considering adding a sensor to the device so that it can switch the appliance off when something specific happens, such as when a person's heart rate drops to indicate that he's sleeping, or when the environment has reached a specific temperature.
Amazing. I can't wait to see what you accomplish in the future. Do you have any advice for other schools looking to invent their own device to make an impact in their community?
The best way to start is by observing your community and recognizing problems that need to be solved. And then when you brainstorm solutions that can be applied and research in detail those that are most feasible to you. And you need to spend time creating an action plan and creating a design for your product so that you know what you're doing. And remember that you don't need to come up with something new. You can just build on something that's already existing and just adapt it to your conditions. And don't be afraid to use your imagination and have fun.
It looks like you're doing some amazing stuff here. Developing a timed light switch is a really clever way to cut down on the amount of energy wasted when we leave the lights on. I always think it's incredible to see people stepping up and sharing their ideas. So on behalf of everyone watching, I want to thank you for the awesome work you're doing and for giving us a look today. Goodbye. Well, I know I'm feeling a lot more inspired to think outside of the box. Coming up with innovative solutions to issues in your communities is a great way to make an impact, and you might just learn something new along the way. So join up with your We Schools group or start one in your school today and find solutions that could help save the planet too.
Hi everyone, it's me, Catherine McNamara, taking a moment to shout out some awesome young people who are true community leaders. To the students of S. Bruce Smith School in Edmonton, Alberta, keep up the great work. This school organizes their own We Scare Hunger event that attracts the entire community through some creative campaigns. They managed to collect over 3,000 pounds of food for the Edmonton Food Bank. That was enough to fill an entire truck of food, changing the lives of thousands. S. Bruce Smith, you've achieved something special, and we cannot wait to see what you've got planned for next year.
Wow, what an incredible initiative. All the students from S. Bruce Smith Elementary School are really making a difference. Congratulations. Keep up the great work. Now, let's head over to Freeport, Texas, where students from Freeport Intermediate School are doing some really cool stuff through the We Are Innovators program. My friend Joseph is there to give us the scoop. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm here at Freeport Intermediate School in their STEM Learning Center with Amaya.
Hi.
And we're here in their community garden. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, so this is a self-sustaining garden, and thanks to the We Are Innovators grant, we got to build this amazing garden. Instead of having trucks from 1,000 miles away come and bring us food, we could easily have it here.
That's so cool. And so this garden is accessible to the whole community and everyone can come.
Absolutely, we wanted everybody to come, even if it's too dry in the summer.
Right. Awesome. So do you want to show us how it works?
Yes. So the first step is the tilapia tank. We have the fish over here.
Oh, there they go.
We wanted tilapia because they reproduce faster and they have a lot of babies at one time. And they're a great self-sustainable food.
And so
their waste goes into the flood tank.
Yeah.
And then it all starts from there.
Cool. So they produce waste that has nutrients that will help
the plants grow.
Cool. Then what?
So then the next step is the flood tank.
Yeah.
The flood tank is then mixed with the tilapia waste and the tilapia fish water. And then it's mixed with fresh water, and then it goes into the grow beds.
Okay. And then it comes here.
Yes. These are the grow beds. They have clay pebbles mixed with water, and this just helps with the raft, and it grows for the plants. We have Swiss chard peppers and lettuce in this plant, and we also wanted to grow plants a different way with just water and a raft.
Cool, let's go take a look at that. So these are the other rafts. Let's take a look.
These are the rafts.
Whoa.
And this is the Swiss chard. Underneath the water, it has soil, clams, fish prawns, and a bunch of other little fish too.
Yeah.
And this is all circulates back. So once this leaves through a tube, it goes back into the tilapia tank and then restarts the cycle.
That's so cool. So starting with the tilapia, they produce the nutrients that then gets filtered into all of these different sections. And then once it's used, it then goes back to the beginning.
Back to the beginning.
That's so cool. And therefore it's self-sustainable. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that with me,
You're
Maya.
welcome.
This is an amazing example of food being sustainably sourced right here in the local community. And now I'm here with 3 more students who are a part of this amazing project, Josh, Debbie, and Torek. So for the 3 of you, I would love to hear what is something that you have learned being a part of this project that anyone in any community could apply to a project that they're starting.
Eat shop local. Food can have a carbon footprint too. The less the food travels to get to you, the smaller the carbon footprint is.
Cool.
Think outside the box. Find innovative solutions to your problems. Try new things. You never know what might work.
The less the food travels to get to you, the smaller the carbon footprint will be. Learn more about the needs in your local community and what you can do to address them. You have the power to make things better.
That's so cool. I love those messages to leave off with everyone watching at home. And for those of you at home who might be interested in starting up a project in your own community, definitely check out the We Are Innovators campaign sponsored by Dow. There's so much information on how you can take STEM and technology and incorporate it into something that will help solve the problems that your community is facing. So go to we.org/weareinnovators for more information. And thanks to Freeport for welcoming us.
You're welcome. Bye.
I think that's false. I think it's 2 million.
True.
True.
True. True.
False.
I feel like it's more. False.
True.
True.
False.
Correct.
I want to say true, but there could be more.
False.
True.
False.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to the wonderful global changemakers featured on today's show via Skype. Thanks for sharing your stories with us. It's been such an amazing time with all of you. Goodbye to West Virginia, United States, Washington, United States, Texas, United States, Queensland, Australia, and Cairo, Egypt. Being able to meet students and educators from WE schools all around the world and seeing their dedication to making a difference has been so inspiring. And if it's inspired you too, share your thoughts with us by filling out our We Day Connect survey after the show. We want to hear everything. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out we.org/WeSchools to sign up to be a WE school and find out how you can get your class or school group involved too. Who knows? Maybe you'll be sharing your story at the next We Day Connect. Now, before we go, we have a special performance for you. She is an inspiring singer who got her big break on the 12th season of America's Got Talent. As a survivor of the So Airlines flight crash in 2005, she has gone through her fair share of battles, but continues to use music to express her true self. Please welcome, live from the Federal Way Performing Arts Center in Washington, United States, it's Catchy, everyone.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, we don't want your broken parts. I used to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are breaking through the barricades and reaching for the sun. Oh, that's what we've become. I won't let them break me down. I know that there's a place for us. For the glory of gonna stand the flood, gonna drown him out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, here I come. Watch out now, watch out, here I come. Thank you guys so much. It is so great to be here at We Day Connect. Hi to everyone in the audience and hi to everyone watching. My name is Kechi Okuchi. I am a 30-year-old singer. I'm Nigerian-born young woman. I was on a show called America's Got Talent in 2017 and then last year. And I'm also obviously a burn survivor. I'm also a burn survivor advocate, and I am a bullying prevention activist as well. So a little bit about myself, for those who may not know. When I was 16 years old, I was in a plane crash that took the lives of 107 of 109 passengers on board in Nigeria. And 60 of those passengers were students from my high school. I sustained third-degree burns over 65% of my body, and I have had to undergo over 100 or so surgeries ever since the accidents. Going through the things I've gone through in my life, I've learned two very important things. Number one is that our scars and our trauma do not define who we are, period. We have so much more to give than just our physical appearances, and I feel like when we realize that about ourselves, that's when we see just what we have to offer to the world. Second thing I've learned is we cannot always control the things that happen to us, but we can control how we react to those things. So in other words, basically when life hands you something, what you make of that thing is what matters, not the thing itself. I am really honored to be here at We Day Connect because you guys are the reason that we're here. You're the whole reason that this exists. So it's such an honor always to work with We because I get to meet you guys, everyone watching, everyone in the audience, and see just how amazing you are and let you know how amazing you are because you guys are doing so many amazing things in your own ways, in your communities, and you are going out there to be the difference that you want to see in the world. And I want to be here to encourage you guys, applaud you guys for doing what you do, and to encourage you to keep being yourself as you do those things. Because when we come together like this as a community and pool all our hard work together, we are unstoppable, honestly. So thank you guys so much for sharing this moment with me and for having me here. Thank you. Thank you guys. I have one more song for y'all. This one's an original. It's called Don't You Dare. And it's just really an encouraging number. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I'm going to enjoy singing it. So thank you guys once again and enjoy. The road you walk has not been easy. Every day you face another climb, and you'd have every right to pull out of this fight, but don't you dare. You've had more than your share of heartaches. You're afraid of falling one more time, and the voices that you hear say to listen to your fears, but don't you dare, don't you dare give up on tomorrow, don't you dare tell your dreams goodbye. We can make it through the shadows, keep on moving toward the light. Though the world may turn against you, don't believe the lie that no one cares. Don't you dare, don't you dare. I know it's hard to think of starting over, to be open to another chance. Seems too high a price to pay, and you rather run away. but don't you dare, don't you dare give up on tomorrow. Don't you dare tell your dreams goodbye. We can make it through the shadows. Keep on moving towards the light. The world may turn against you. Don't believe the lie that no one cares. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. The promise of your soul can still be realized. Just look at me, and then you'll see hope is still alive. Oh, don't you dare give up on tomorrow. Don't you dare tell your dreams goodbye. We can make it through the shadows, moving towards the light. Though the world may turn against you, don't believe the lie that no one cares. Don't you dare, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Whoa. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone watching. You guys have been awesome. Thank you.
Wow, so inspiring, isn't she? What an amazing performance. Today has been so much fun, everyone. I loved hearing from all of the amazing change makers all over the world, including all of you who joined us in the chat. And even though We Day Connect has come to an end, that doesn't mean there aren't more amazing virtual programs for you to check out soon. You can get more information on what's coming up next in the Handouts tab before you go. Thanks to all of you watching along online. Until next time, bye everyone!